on a significant birthday, I did a musical road trip. We went into this bar and got a drink and sat down, you know, and the band's playing in the corner, and the pedal steel player began to play. And as soon as he played, I went, oh, that's it, this is great. I'd really love to put a band together, do an Americana, but I said what I'd like it to do is harmonies, because I love harmony singing.
Walk right back to me.
Ian put the idea to me, something acoustic, how about we just play some American songs? Anything that's got an American influence. Just the two of us for a start, get some harmonies going. And it wasn't long before, after we'd played a few songs together, that we realised it would be great to have a third member. That's when Ian approached Duncan.
We had a couple of sessions together at Ian's house, and it seemed to gel really quickly, which was really encouraging as well, you know. Especially from the harmonies point of view, because it just seemed to blend straight away, which was great.
And we've just explored all areas of American music as we've been going along and building the repertoire higher and higher.
Basically, there's a TV series was on called Nashville, and on season 4 or something there was a honky-tonk, and the honky-tonk was called Third and Church, and I went, that's a fantastic name for a band. Woo! Dave and I have known each other for over 50 years. We used to get together after we'd done our homework at school and jam on our new instruments and harmonise.
It's funny, I always wanted to play the bass, right from being 8, 9 years old and standing in front of the record player with a tennis racket listening to the Beatles. When I was 15, I picked up a bass borrowed from a friend at school and taught myself to play it.
I mean, I'm slightly younger than these two chaps here. We often joke about the fact that I bring the average age down, but I shan't mention that. Anyway, I mean, mine are the same as Ian's and Dave's, to be honest. I mean, my very early influences are rock and blues. And like Ian and Dave, a very eclectic mix on top of that. It's been nice with this Americana because we have used it as a very broad spectrum of Americana music rather than stick to country and western.
Say it's very nice and then you run.
We're all pretty much of the same sort of school of thought when it comes to the material. Somebody will suggest a song, and I think probably secretly the rest of us have been thinking somewhere about that song anyway. So it all just seems to fit together quite easily.
Somebody described us, yes, I like what you're doing, you're very lively. Well, the thing is we are blessed and fortunate that we are able to do it. We're able to, it's like going back to when we were 14, back to the basics of the excitement of a new instrument and the energy. That's how it feels. And I mean, the lucky thing about Americana, it's a genre of music that comes from or refers to America. So in a way, we can
get away with anything.
Get away with anything. That's exactly what you're saying.
They are really lovely
Fantastic,
guys, but the music that they do is just so full of cheer and
uplifting. It's uplifting and it's entertaining as well.
They're a great bunch of guys, all excellent musicians in their own right. They've got a really loyal following of great fans, and they always packed a moon on the water when they played there. So yeah, I can't recommend them highly enough.
You'll see 3 guys who were really pleased to be able to play and having a really good time. We are definitely having a great time.
We really enjoy ourselves.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's you know it's the ideal scenario where you know it's your hobby.
There's nothing better than when you hit the harmony that you know there's a kind of a warm rush. It's like it's just it envelops you in joy.
Yeah.
Your big sister does. Don't you do what your big sister does. Don't you do what your big sister does.